Hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we are going to be talking about coils or inductors. If you check carefully, you see that this is a coil. These are coils. And then if I show you this other motherboard, this this is another coil, or you can also call them inductor. This is a coil, and here also you also see the coil. This is the backlight section. This is the coil, and this is also a backlight section, and this is the coil. And if I show you the other motherboard, you see these are coils. This one is the charging section. This is a coil. This is the power section, and you see the coil closer to the power IC or the power IC. You see the coils. And then if I show you this one, you also see this is the backlight section. You also see that same coil. And then power section, you see the coils are also here. Now you may be asking, what are the functions of this coil? And when you check carefully, you see that the coil are located in different sections on this motherboard, and they play a different role. They play a different role where they are found. Like for example, this coils are the charging section. It plays a different role. This one is at the power section. They also play another role, a different role. And then the one that is at the backlight section, like this one, you can see it carefully. You see it carefully. This one at the backlight section, it plays another role. It plays a different role. Now, what are the roles that they play? Okay, take for example, these coils that are at the power section, at the power IC section, the power IC. This one are the buck coil. They call them buck coils. Buck coils, meaning that they decreases the voltage and increases the current, and then passes it forward to these capacitors, to the CPU. So we call them, they are buck coils. Decreases current and decreases voltage, and then increases the current and passes it forward. But this one at the charging IC, what it does is that it takes the voltage from the charging IC and then passes it on both sides of the coil. So if the voltage is 3.7, the same voltage, 3.7 will be here and 3.7 will be here. And that same voltage is going to pass to other components in the motherboard, like for example, to this power IC or to the network section. The same 3.7 volt voltage is going to pass from that coil to the other section. So it distributes the same voltage. The why this one at the power section, which are buck coils, are going to decrease that voltage before they pass it to these capacitors, from these capacitors to the CPU. So all of them, they have a different role. That's the function of that one. They have a different functions where they are located. If I also show you the backlight, this one, this coil here is for the backlight section. It's the backlight section. So this coil, I also show you this one. You see the same thing. That's the coil. That's the backlight section. So this coil, the function is that it boosts the voltage, or in other words, you can say it increases the voltage and passes it forward, then decreases the current. So in this backlight section, because the backlight section requires high voltage, so that's why this coil has to boost up the voltage. It's a boost coil. Unlike the other ones that we just mentioned, unlike this one that we mentioned, the one that is found in the power section, in the power IC, in the power IC section. you see that this one are buck coils. Instead, it decreases the voltage. This one are the charging IC. It maintains the voltage that it receives from the power the charging IC. It maintains that voltage and then passes it to the various components. But the backlight section, as we said, instead, this coil at the backlight section, on the other hand, increases the voltage. You see, it boosts up that voltage and then has to send it to the diode, from the diode to the screen. Now, if, for example, let's take, for example, that this coil, or let me take this one. Take, for example, that this coil, this backlight section, this coil is having a problem. This backlight coil is damaged. If you take if you take a coil from the power IC section, this one, and put it here, it will not work. If you take that coil from the power different section, like the power IC section, this coil here, and brings it to the backlight section, it will not work. Because why? They play a different role. So if this coil is damaged, what you have to do is to go to the backlight section of another phone, like this one, is to come to this backlight section and take this coil, which is the Bose coil, and then you replace it with this one. You have to replace it with this one. So if this one is damaged, if, for example, these coils here are damaged, one is damaged, you also have to do the same thing. You also have to go to the power section, like, for example, this is the power section, and the power IC. You also have to go to the power IC and then remove the coil that is here, which is also a buck coil, and then replace it to the section, because the function is to decrease current and voltage and increase current. The same goes to this one. Also have to take the coil from the charging section. You have to take the coil from the charging section if that one is damaged, and then replace it, because the coils all they play a different role. So each one that is damaged, you have to use the same coil on the other motherboard so as to replace it. So I hope everything I said in this video is understood. Check carefully. That's the buck coils. Decreases voltage and increases current, then passes forward. While the Bose, you always see it on the backlight section. It's always on the backlight section. Is the Bose coil, increases the voltage and decreases the current. And while the one for the charging maintains the voltage while passing it to a various component, like in the power section, sometimes the power amplifier section, and also in the backlight section, and so on. So that is that for this video. And if anything you don't understand, you can send me a message. And coils can also have different colors. If you see this one is black. This is a coil. It's black. So they may have different colors. This one is black. This one, see, this one has a white at the corner, and the other one, you see that it has a different form. And the way you check them, this one, the way you check them, if you want to check them, you have to put your multimeter at the corner. You see, on the ground, you see at the corner, deeper at the corner, you see inside, you have to put your multimeters at this corner in order to check the voltage. If you want to check the voltage, or you want to check the diode reading of the coil, you put it inside on the ground. But why on this one, if I take this one, you see that you can easily test this one at the up at the top side. It's at the top side. Test it here. Test it at the top. And you see that the coils are different from capacitors. These ones are capacitors, as you can see. Capacitors are a little bit short and long, while coils are more open and they are fat, like you can say fat and they are open. So please like my videos and subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos. And note that we are going to take this channel from the basis to the professional level. So please stay tuned as we evolve this channel. Thank you for your support and see you in the next video.